that I didn't have a set time for this live. My schedule got weird at the last minute, so I'm here now. This wasn't actually anything that I really had planned ahead of time. A topic came up that got me thinking, and it's a topic that I think I haven't touched on enough yet, because somebody mentioned something in a comment. I posted something that set some people off. So, but not in a bad way. It just revealed some things that we need to talk about. I'm on Instagram and Facebook at the same time, so if I look back and forth, it's because there's two of you. The deal is this. I posted something about like a divine masculine that is something that you can you submit to it, but not in a following orders type of way, not like the way things have been. It's not that. This is letting your guard down and letting him see you and all the parts of you without there being any repercussions, because that's what it has been, right? But if you get with the right divine masculine, somebody who's really doing it the right way, you're not going to have that issue. You're just not going to. And women are afraid to give that another chance and try again and stuff like that, because they're so afraid the same shit repeating over and over again. But the whole point of doing the soul searching, and the whole point of diving deep into yourself to explore yourself, learn about yourself, understand yourself, show compassion to yourself, all those things, the reason for that is so that you don't have to be afraid of the same shit happening over and over again, because you have to understand why the shit happened countless times to you to start with. So your story, your backstory, your inner child, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about men, your beliefs about relationships and what they mean and what they're supposed to do for you, your beliefs about what you have to offer, your beliefs about who you are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, all that stuff that you think you know about yourself, you have to really look at twice. And that's the whole point of making sure shit doesn't happen again, is because the reason something keeps happening over and over again is because there's something in there that you're supposed to see that you're not seeing. There's just something that you're not connecting to, and it plays over and over again until you figure it out. And then when you have so many repeats of the same shit, and then you say, okay, all right, fine, I'm pulling the plug, I'm not going to do this anymore, I'm not going to entertain this, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. That's fine if you want to take a break and not date for a while, like a year or two or something like that. I've done that. It's one of the most liberating things. It's one of the most liberating things you can do. But the point of not dating for a long time, to really and truly take a break for like a year or two to really and truly figure yourself out, the point behind that is to do some soul searching, look at yourself, go deep into yourself, take the deep dive, and figure out why the hell that all started to begin with. What did you learn in childhood about men? What did you learn in childhood about the love dynamic between two people? What did you learn? Who taught you what's normal and what's not? Who taught you what to expect? What happened with that? What kind of treatment did you get from your father? What did he show you about a man's love and what that means and what it looks like and shit like that? And the problem with being a kid is that children experience something and they accept it, right? They accept it at face value. They don't have any concept of, well, maybe this will change one day, because they're relying so heavily on you to do the right thing that you've got to do it. You've got to do it right as often or as much as possible, because they're going to take whatever you give them, and that's going to be their gauge forever until somebody has the presence of mind to help them change it. Period. There's a lot of child psychology in understanding the people that are getting between your legs and why you're letting it happen. It's half of this is child psychology, because your inner child is pulling all the damn levers, and if you don't understand her and what she's worried about and what she's afraid of, you are going to go through the same shit over and over again, because she's trying to show you where she is. And the fear of repeating stuff, you don't want to have it happen again. Okay, fine, you've had it a million times and you're tired of it. Okay, fine, check. Been there, I already know. But to look at yourself and look at your upbringing and see who taught you what, and what you think is normal, and what you think you should expect, and what you think is in store for you is a whole issue that we need to dissect and explore completely front to back, because that's what's dictating what you're doing and what you're allowing and what you get attached to and shit like that. And this is why I don't like it when women get laughed at for picking shitty men and well, she's got somebody good right in front of her. Why doesn't she want him? Because she doesn't think she deserves him. That's it. Ta-da! Mystery solved. That's it. That's the big mystery. Case closed. So, but you have to look at what happened to her when she was 5 years old and 10 years old and see what her father did or didn't do, that showed her what love is. When I was growing up, my dad knocked the hell out of me a lot of times. And I grew up thinking that violence and any kind of shitty behavior that lined up with that was just par for the course, and that's just how things were. And it was how things were for me, because that's what I accepted, and that's the vibe I put out, that I was accepting of that, and that I was going to be patient with that, and I was going to tolerate that shit. And when really I shouldn't have. Really, he should never fucking raise his hand to me. But alas, it's over with now. But it took me forever to figure that out. Why the hell am I accepting bullshit ass behavior from these 30-year-old men who haven't figured themselves out for fuck and are treating me like shit, when really they just need goddamn therapy? But on top of that, but since that's not, we can't count on that. You have to work on you. You have to work on you and forget about them. Forget about fixing them. Forget about making them better. Forget about making them under fucking stand, because just forget it. Because women are so damn worried about that. Oh, I gotta help him. No. You can't help him. You can't. I'm not trying to be a bitch, but you gotta forget about him. And you need to work on you. You're investing in yourself is going to be the biggest damn thing you can ever do, besides investing in your children, if you have them. But investing in you is, sorry, these are going to clang. Investing in you is going to be the biggest gangsta move of your life, period. And worrying about what he's doing and how you can help him or how you can work around his behavior and shit like that. No, you can't waste your life on that shit, because you could be doing other shit. So, understanding your inner child, showing her some compassion, loving her, listening to her, and understanding that she's operating from fear because she's afraid of the same stuff happening over and over again. But at the same time, she's accustomed to a certain type of love, which she is accepting and waiting for and expecting from partners. And she's putting out that vibe that that's what it's all about, and that's what she's ready for. Because that's all she knows. That's her reality. You have to change her reality and let your inner child know that she can have safety. She can have peace. She can have a wholesome, devotional love that is beyond your wildest dreams. That is somebody who can contain you and hold you and listen to you and just let you thrash about within the safe confines of his arms. And and that you can just let your rage or whatever, your frustration, whatever's going on with you, just run its course, and he's just sitting there, patiently waiting for you to get it out of your system, things like that. But because women don't have those safety nets, we start going crazy, and then everybody says, well, what's wrong with you? Well, I'm losing my fucking mind. That's what's wrong. I'm losing it. And nobody is listening. That's what's wrong. So, and we've got a lot coming at us right now. We've got just as much coming at us now as we ever have. It's just different problems, but it's the same shit. We still get harassed. We still get followed. We still get followed home. We're still getting killed for saying no or for not giving out our phone number. All that kind of stuff hasn't changed. But we've got other stuff on top of it now that's laying on top of it. And now we've got things like men trying to be us and outdo us and just race us. There's, I don't know if you saw the Adidas advertisement. They called it Pride, but it looks like it's just men in women's bathing suits and men in women's sports. And Caitlyn Jenner, by the way, has said that is absolutely out. Because there is an understanding that, it's not I can't get started on that, but you see what I mean. Like, they're trying to erase us one way or a goddamn another. They're going to try to just delete us. Well, I don't know who they're going to do after that besides dogs, so we'll just see what happens. If that's the kind of world they want where there's just no women, I don't know if they'll just finally start killing each other or what, but that's something we got to work on later. We're going to worry about that later. All you can do, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, I just mean, it looks like we're going in a shitty ass direction. That being the case, with things getting worse and worse about things piling up against us, the best thing you can do is work on you. And that doesn't include being worried about going through the same shit again. You can't worry about what they're doing. You can't worry about what they're doing. You gotta look at what you're doing. Why is it, who in your childhood, who taught you in the 80s that it was okay to shit on you and still be the man in your life? Who did that? Somebody did that. Who was it? Just say that person's name. Just say it and be done with it. Just say it. It's okay to name somebody who has wronged you. It's okay to say what happened. You got hit a lot as a child, and somebody's going to say, well, that was just discipline. That wasn't really. No. It was domestic violence. To a 3-year-old girl, to a 6-year-old little girl, getting hit until you can't breathe is domestic violence. It is. Say what it is. Say what it is. Just say it. If that's what it is, say it. Fucking name it. You know, this shit where we're not allowed to, like, use real words and shit like that and actually describe shit, you know. No. Fucking say it as it is. Call it what it is. So once you start making your peace with that, and you make your peace with how shitty the stuff was that happened to you when you were little, that molded you and molded your viewpoint of what the world is going to be like, what love is going to be like, what men are going to be like, all the rest of it. You have to make your peace with the severity of it and accept that you were done wrong, and you were done wrong by somebody who shouldn't have fucking done you wrong. Period. That's it. Just accept it. I keep saying this. I did a whole other video about accepting your situation with a narcissist. You need to, once you're like 6 weeks, or well, 6 months, 6 years in, whatever, and you finally tell yourself, you know what, I can't deal with him anymore. This is ridiculous. You have to accept that you were bamboozled. This guy pulled a fast one on you. He did. He got by with it. He got away with it for however long. He pulled the wool over your eyes. He hoodwinked you. He scammed you. You've been had. You got fucked. Happens. It happens. Accept it. Well, shit. I've been had. You know, like that's... my ass is in a sling right now. You know, for right now, just... I've been lied to. I've been scammed. And that's it. You just have to say, okay, this is what happened. I fell for it. As an adult, it's hard to say that, you know, but because you think to yourself, well, you know, I should have known. Yeah. But the adult you isn't running your show. The adult you isn't running your life. The 6-year-old you is running your life. That's why you got this far into this deep ass hole of shit. Because the inner child is hurting real bad, and she's trying to show you what needs to be looked at, and you're going to relive this shit over and over and over again until you stop and say, okay, who's speaking right now? Who's speaking right now? 6-year-old me. What does 6-year-old me need? And you do a fucking meditation or whatever it is you need to do. You sit there and go within and you figure it out. If you need a therapist to help you with something like that, or a coach that does, or a mentor or something, or a hypnotherapist or whatever it is who works with shit like that, then do that. You don't want to do that, you just want to read a book about it and try it on your own, do that. You want to watch a YouTube video, a guided meditation, do that. Do it. But I'm telling you, the little you from, 1991 is pulling the puppet strings right now. And she just is. And she's doing this because she's crying out to say, look, I'm stuck in the year whatever where I got hit really hard, or I got screamed at, or I got ignored, or I got abandoned, or I got whatever, and I'm still dealing with this. What are you doing? And that's what's going on inside you here and in here. That's what's going on. And you're just going to have to accept it, that that's your situation. That's everybody's situation. You're not different. You're not more fucked up than the rest of us. You're not beyond help. You're not any of the other shit. You can get past it, but damn it, you got to go through it. You got to go right on through it. Like Scarlett O'Hara on the fucking horse thing with Clark Gable going through the train depot that was on fire. Like, you can see how much words have changed, because on the side it said inflammable, which now would mean not flammable. But anyway, and they just said, oh, fuck it, we gotta go, and they just went for it. You just gotta go through it. You have to go through it. There's no other way this is gonna work. You can't ignore that shit and be like, well, this is never gonna goddamn happen to me again. Goddamn it! I know it's not, but you gotta go about it the right way. I know how you feel. I know how you feel. But you have to, deal with your shit. And the inner child, I'm telling you, is running the show. She just is. So that's why it's hard to tell yourself, I don't want to experience the same things. I don't want to. I know you don't. But there's a point behind. There's steps you have to take to make sure, and it's not just staying away from men for the rest of your life. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Most of them are a little bit of a pain in the ass. Some of them are real bad, and there's a small number of them that are actually genuine. I know it's hard to get to that small number. It is, because it just is. But that doesn't mean you can't have it. But you've got to work on yourself enough to where you can level up and be at the level that he needs you to be at, so that when he comes into your life, you're ready for that. And you're no longer being held back by fear and shit. You don't have to. You don't have to be. But that's why, being afraid of stuff repeating over and over again, I'm telling you, I'm not trying to be hard on y'all. That's not it. I'm just, I'm just trying to get you to understand what you need to do to help yourself out. And to give yourself a break for once. Give yourself a break. Jeez. You've been so hard on yourself all this time. Shit. You've put yourself through enough bullshit. Do yourself a favor. Help yourself out. And do the inner child work, If you need help with that, if you need guidance with that, then call me. Message me, email me or something, and we'll do some shit together. We'll do it. We'll figure it out. It's going to take time, because you have to rewire your whole damn brain. And yes, it's aggravating, because you're so used to teaching yourself the same shit and saturating yourself with the same shit for however long. And it's just, you got to change it. Because you got to change you before you can worry about changing everything outside of you. Which you're not really going to be able to do anyway. So really all you can do is change you. So you may as well. But it's for the better, and it's for your benefit. And some of it's going to hurt, because you're going to face shit you don't want to face. I face shit I don't want to face. You think I like that shit? Well, I'm a life coach. I'm going to set a perfect example and do all the things that are horrible. And I'm going to learn. And I'm going to be a shining, guiding light. I don't... There's days I don't feel like doing that. There's days I don't feel like doing that. But I have shit that I have to face too. There's shit I don't want to relive over and over again. Hell yeah. And I got to sit there with myself and say, okay, what do I need to do? And you just dig deep, and you do your damn soul searching until you figure it out. And if you need help, there's people that can help you. I do 1 hour phone calls. If you don't want to do a whole 3-month spiel with me, you don't have to. I can do a 1 hour phone call, and we'll figure some stuff out and at least get you going in the right direction. And that's that's a good place to start if you want to do that. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. I think I pretty much got my message across, but that was just I posted something about the alpha dominant or whatever, but it was like a healthy dominant, not weird shit. Not where you know, you're not allowed to make your own decisions, whatever. It was like a normal, healthy. And there were some comments that were talking about, no, I don't think so. And I was like, hang on, because I know what you're saying, but what I'm saying is different. And it's just, I thought, you know what, this needs to be a whole video because it's a serious subject. So that's what I want to say about that. I'm going to leave it at that. I always leave my stuff on my lives on Instagram, and also upload them on my YouTube channel as well. And then if you're my Facebook group, the live should stay forever, unless I click the wrong thing and it gets deleted, but it should stay forever. If not, you can go to my YouTube and see all this shit. So it's just people who are in my Facebook group especially, they get to see it live, you know, when it happens if they join, and Instagram as well. So that's it for now. That's my message for today. I might go deeper into some other stuff later. I just need to get some things done and make some phone calls, but that I really had to touch on. So thank you for listening, thank you for understanding, and thank you for sticking with me. And that's it, you know, and if you need some help, y'all know where to find me. All right, thanks a lot.